Hi, everybody. I am back. In this module, I'm going to briefly discuss with you the different types of books that can be written. A lot of people that I coach and mentor always ask the question, Gertrude, how many words should I write? And my answer to that is always, how long is a piece of string? So your book can be any length and it can add a lot of value to people's lives. Don't write to fill words. Don't write to meet a certain word count. But to give you an idea, a short story can be from 1,000 to 7,500 words. The regular short story is usually found in periodicals or an anthology or a collection of stories. And they're really very effective to help you get started. So if you're really struggling, start by writing a short story and then seeing how you can develop it from there. The next thing that you can look at is a novelette, which is 7,500 to 20,000 words. Now, often it's really difficult to work and sell the size book to a publisher. It's considered to be not to be too long enough for most publishers. It can be inserted into a magazine, but generally authors will piece together 3 or 4 of these until they've actually compiled together a complete novel. Now, a lot of you may have heard of what's called a novella, and a novella is 20,000 to 50,000 words. And the beautiful thing about this is that most publishers love this length, and normally your online audience doesn't always have time to read very long books or sit through a 100,000 word novel. So the shorter you keep it, especially if it is a nonfiction book, the better. I normally recommend to people who are writing memoirs not to go over 65,000 words. Between 20 and 50 is really great. It gives you a book that ranges from about 150 to 200 pages. My first memoir is 65,000 words and it's 250 pages, just to give you an idea. Now, when you're writing a novel, most print publishers prefer a minimum word count for a novel to be 70,000 words for the first novel. And some even hesitate and expect it to be up to 80,000 words. So if you're going to try and sell this to a publisher, your book to a publisher, try and aim for that if you're writing a fiction novel. One of the things that I have been encouraging my authors to do right now is to focus on writing a series of books or epics or a sequel of books. And if your story exceeds too far over 100,000 word mark, I think it's an indication that you may have an epic or a sequential book that you can publish. Stephen King is really good at that kind of thing. So remember that these word counts are only a guide. You don't have to stick to them. But if you stick to those parameters, you can't go too far wrong, especially if you're wanting to keep your readers engaged and following your content. The shorter it is, the better and more effective you are going to be. So I hope that will help you decide on how long a book you're going to be working on and you're going to write.